Welcome to Rex Arthur TV in conjunction with QSTPS TV. That's Querying Science, Theology, Philosophy, and Spirituality TV, where we discuss LGBTQ issues with an LGBTQ approach in an LGBT plus planet, where we are one world, one people, and different colors, one people. So today we want to focus on the American election that has happened. It's a very important event, one of the most historic elections in America. Not because of the results, which are also being challenged. Yeah, it's like a schizophrenic. America is like now it's schizophrenic. Yeah. Some say it is fair, free and fair. Others say it was not free and fair. It is a very dangerous thing to happen, especially in COVID-19 time. And I would also advise the UN, to take up responsibility, in trying to bring order in America. Yes, America right now needs a mediator. Yes, somebody to stand as a mediator, as a judge, to come and calm the waters in America, because the two sides can't agree. They can't judge. Yes, it is. In fact, if I was the UN, the International Court of Justice would be very important this time. Yes, but the International Court of Justice doesn't have. They've not given a situation where parties or political parties can have the case in court. So today we just want to speak about the future of America. It's very it's at crossroads. As I said, it's a historic election because America is at crossroads. Ever since Obama became president of America, America was now known, the American system. Of course, not that Obama was the one who started the changes. Democrats have been winning the popular vote since 1992, with the exception of 2004, when George Bush won the popular vote. The rest of the popular votes from 1992 till now have always been won by Democrats. So this is saying that America is actually a Democrat popular country, and that Republicans they were removed when Reagan and George Bush father ruled, because after Reagan came George Bush and then Bill Clinton, and that was the end. Then when George Bush Jr. became the president, he became the president through the Electoral College vote, and not through the popular vote, which Al Gore, a Democrat, won. And this also happened in 2016 when, therefore, 16 years later, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote and Donald Trump won the Electoral College vote. And when you study Electoral College presidents, they can have some situations. Especially for Trump, it has not been easy, because even in 2018, the Democrats won the House of Representatives. But now, lo and behold, the Senate is still in limbo. And so America basically is a divided country. And even despite Democrats being winning the popular vote, they don't even scrape 70% of the country. It's just around 50%, 52, 56, which is dangerous for the country, because they are completely divided. And Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Lord of Christianity, said that a kingdom divided cannot stand. And I hate to say this, but America is a kingdom divided. And it won't stand. And that's the disaster in America. And we are praying. Of course, we are also a theological channel with QSTPS. So we pray for America every day, and we pray the peace of God be there, but also with reality and knowledge of the situation we are in. So That's where America is, and the disaster, as I've said, is the division. Number one, it's a divided country. Yes, the Democrats are mostly secularists, and the Republicans are mostly theocrats. They believe in God. Yes, the grand old party. Yeah, and so they believe in God, and yeah, they wear their religion openly, and which is Christianity. And though there are some Muslims who also support Republicans because they are conservative, and then you have the Democrats who are, they don't really show their religion, though they are Christians in that party. So it's like a Muslim. It's like what's happening in France. Yeah, the French are the Muslims. Yes, the secularists and the Muslims. Yeah, so America is sharply divided on that matter. So they can't stand as a nation. Yes, it is going because they are 50%. Look at Trump, 71 million, Biden, 74 million. You see, my God, that's a war. That's an army. It's an equal army. Yes, it's disaster. And so, what's the solution? Yes, we cannot. The solutions are many. Number one, America must reconstitute. Yes, it must reconstitute. That's number one. They must have a new constitution. Yes, even the current constitution, can you imagine, does not protect the constitution. That is an anomaly of the highest order in law. Yes, that is illegal, legal madness. Sorry to say that. Yeah, in due respect to the drafters of the American Constitution, we forgive them for not seeing that. But in Africa, and through the theories of Professor Kelsen, yes, that the grand norm can be changed. Yes, when a group of people take over power, can happen in America. Yes. So when Kelsen discovered the theory after watching what was happening in Africa, yeah, there were so many coups in Africa, and so in the 70s, Kelsen wrote, and not only in Africa, in Arab world, yeah, there were many coups that took place, especially when the British left most of their colonies. So the guy, Kelsen, Professor Kelsen, said that it seems you can actually change the constitution of a country. You can actually change the structure of a country. Yes, just with small number of people having guns. And so that was what became the Kelsen theory, that you can change the grand norm. Yes, the constitution. And legal scholars in Africa thought and finally got an idea, and they said what they do is what is called anti-Kelsen theory, or countering Kelsen. And to counter Kelsen, they have what's called a protection clause. Yes, they protect the Constitution. And in this clause, it says anybody who tries to abort the Constitution, yes, will be dealt with by the law. Yeah, because the Constitution is a supreme law of the land. So any attempt to change it illegally, yes, is null and void and is illegal. So as you've seen what happened in Mali, there was a coup, and the president didn't use the constitution. He's supposed to use it, yeah, because it's illegal for anybody to undo a sitting government illegally. Yes, it is madness, and that's what happened in Mali. It was wrong. So imagine the American Constitution doesn't have that because, first of all, it's an old constitution. Yes, so they don't have those. They never envisaged coup. Yes, the word coup is even French. See, so they didn't envisage a coup whereby an armed group of people can take over and change the system. Yes, and put whatever they want. Yes, and because they have taken over with arms, yeah, they overrun the country and give them a new system. So instead of having armed people do that to America, Americans need to sit down, both Democrats and Republicans, yes, and craft a new constitution, have a constitutional convention, a meeting, yes, And these are one of the solutions we're giving America. You need to meet. You need to reconcile. You are so divided. Yes. There is no, I don't see you standing. Yes. It's impossible. You've been seesawing up and down. But some Americans will say, well, we've made money. We're making money. Things are okay. Really? Are things okay right now? See? Are we going back to the life of tearing State of the Union addresses and people fighting each other? Are we going back to that? Yes. Is that what America wants? Is that what America likes? Right now, you see, Biden has come in, which is Obama. And Obama stands for human rights and LGBTQ rights. Are Republicans willing to accept the changes coming with the LGBTQ rights? Some people will be like, no, the LGBT rights have already been sorted. Not yet. Yeah, there are many issues that will come back up. Yes, even education system. So, yeah, to change the education system to include sexual education. Now, how many Republicans are going to accept that? Unless you have a convention, yes, unless you have a constitutional meeting to reconstitute America. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because LGBTQ rights needs education. Because people attack. Even it's supernatural, almost supernatural, that this year transgenders were not killed as much as last year. You see, it's a supernatural year. And so we bless God for that. And we are like, okay, now, is it a sign that Americans are now going to accept transgenders and gay people? It could be. Yes, it could be that that's what's happening. And what a better time to reconstitute the country. Yes, and make a new constitution. I know for some Americans, they'll be like, no, don't touch it. It's working well. Well, suits you. So that's what I would. For me personally, I would reconstitute America. Yes, it's an old constitution. Yeah, it's not. It's not flowing with. Okay, not leave alone flowing. The America is not run by the constitution per se. Yeah, it's mostly run by laws. Yeah, statutes. Even the amendment of the second amendment of the gun. Yes, recently they made a law. Yes, that controlled gun use. You see, so when you study that legally, it's a contradiction because the second amendment is saying have guns. Yeah, and then the law is saying, yes, that there are certain requirements for you to have a gun. Yes, so, and the second amendment is an amendment to the Constitution, therefore is the Constitution. So what happens is you don't know which is the supreme law, whether it's the statutory law or the supreme constitution, the supreme law, the Constitution. So you see, the two laws are fighting each other. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And of course, Britain, they have one constitution. Yes, that their constitution is not one document. It's all the laws of the country. Yeah. America has a document called a constitution, then another one called the Bill of Rights, then they have the statutory laws. Then in Africa, most countries have a constitution and the laws. Yes. So which one do I think is the best? I prefer the British system. Yes, because all the laws make up the Constitution. And as long as there is no law contradicting another law, that's fine. Yeah, rather than this current situation where you'll have a constitution and a set of laws and then Bill of Rights on their own. Yes, you see, because there will be more contradictions. Yes, like now, I told you statutory laws. Yeah, they will say something else from the Constitution. Okay, and then something like LGBTQ rights. Yeah, diversity. It's a constitutional principle. Yeah, diversity of cultures. It must be mentioned in the Constitution. Yes, not just a statutory law. Because then what's the Constitution? You see? Yeah, when you come to other constitutions in Africa, yeah, they are very beautiful. The Kenyan constitution being one of them. Yes, it says the diversity of cultures. Yes, in the Constitution. You see, human diversity, yeah, human rights is recognized in the Constitution. Yes, no discrimination. Yeah, those are words that should appear in a Constitution. Yeah, but now in America, the words only appear in the statutory law. Yet the Constitution is supposed to be the supreme law of the land. Yeah, there's no symbol. Yeah, there's no honor. Yeah, there's no grand. Yeah, there's no holiness. Yeah, there's no document that's holy that you can run and hide into. Yes, you need the Constitution for that. Look at the South African Constitution. No discrimination even on sexual orientation. That's the South African Constitution. Wonderful. And Nelson Mandela said yes to that. So for those Africans who don't think sexual orientation is wanted by blacks, think again. Nelson Mandela said yes. Put that as a status. And we love him for that. So that's what I'm saying about the American. America is the nation of nations. But when you look at its constitution, yes, it's too old. Yes, and it's not relevant to the current constitutional orders around the world. So that's what I could say about America. So we can end there just by saying, let's give our solutions. Number one, we've said America needs to reconstitute. That means they have to have a meeting to make a new constitution. I've already told you the danger. They have a loophole. Yes, the constitution can be overturned. Yes, someone can come into power, take over violently, and put a new constitution. You're joking with revolutions. Yeah, remember America is a product of a revolution. Yeah, so it can happen again.